All right, so the time has come. I finally got my pair in hand. I got these off of Yeezy Supply somehow, some way the other week when they just randomly dropped one evening. It was a nice sunny evening, and I can't believe I got these. And more importantly, like, I'm actually really excited to do a review on these. So you can see it says foam on the top, and this is a really bizarre box, by the way. Here are the reptilian alien bone shoe. I don't even know what to say about these sneakers either, and this isn't the first time I've been speechless on new sneakers that have released. Exhibit A and Exhibit B. But the diversification of the brands and the crazy looking sneakers continues. This is actually a shoe that I really found interesting. The very first time I saw the images of the dude on the motorcycle with the long hair, I believe, and the girl on the back with the bikini, but they were both wearing matching foam runners. And now I have my own, so I'm just gonna get a motorcycle, throw my wife on the back in a bikini, and we'll be good to go. This is a crazy looking shoe. Obviously, you guys know that from looking at it, but I'm also a proud owner of a couple pairs of these bad boys, and this is a pair of Crocs in the original clog form. I actually bought these last year in preparation to get these because I really wanted to see and compare how these were next to each other, because the Crocs clogs are like basically the originators of that weird looking foam sneaker. And now enter Kanye and the minds of Steven Smith and other people over at Adidas, and they created a one-piece pair of sneakers that is just super crazy, creepy looking, and awesome at the same time. And I feel like this is going to be one of those sneakers that 99% of the people out there are going to be like, those are absolutely terrible, and then they'll be wearing them next summer when they have more colorways available and more styles. This is just one of those sneakers that is extremely polarizing, and so I wanted to give you guys a video review of the Yeezy Foam Runners. What is going on, guys? My name is Hess, and I have a website called Collective Kicks, and basically I just post a bunch of deals that I find on Nike and Adidas and Foot Locker. And if you guys want to shop those deals, check the link in the description. It's always there. Also, while you're down there, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram if you're interested in that. These are crazy. Like, I don't even know what else to say, but they're crazy awesome. And I know I'm going to get criticized for saying that these are cool, but again, I feel like this is one of those shoes, and I mentioned it last year, this is going to be the shoe that I thought was going to change 2020, and the reason why is because it's so extremely polarizing and different. But I was really skeptical on how these were going to be on feet, if they were going to live up to the hype of the Crocs hype or not. I mean, what Crocs hype, I'm sure some of you guys know. Those that know, Crocs are comfortable and they're versatile, and if you guys know my channel, you know my kid rocks Crocs non-stop. That's another Dr. Seuss thing, man. I've been reading too many Dr. Seuss things at night. But he wears these all the time. He has a dozen pairs of Crocs, all different sizes for when he gets bigger and whatnot. They're really comfortable. They're really lightweight. It's like a proprietary foam called Crocs Light with Crocs that make it really resilient to bacteria and everything else. It's just a really great pair of shoes that they own some proprietary action towards. So I was like, well, how are these going to be comparison to that? And I got to tell you, after owning the Yeezy slides and how terrible those were on my feet, I was really skeptical on how these would be, because those ones were hard as a rock for me and they just didn't fit very well. So I went up half a size on these ones, but I'm happy to report that these things are actually crazy soft on feet. Like softer than the Boost slides, and really almost comparable to like Cloud Foam Adidas slides with the stuff on the bottom of these things. I mean, it's crazy squishy. The thing that's most comparable that I could describe is, for those that are familiar with Crocs, they actually have a light version, so it's called Crocs Light, L-I-T-E, and that's really crazy soft on feet. And in fact, I have a pair of slides for those that I absolutely love. That's kind of what this feels like underfoot. It's really that soft. It's really that squishy. So that was really positive news, because I thought these would be really hard as a rock on feet, and they're not. They're just crazy soft. These are also the cheapest Yeezys to have ever released so far. It's $75. And I know people are going to be like, $75 for Crocs? You are crazy. But Crocs are like $38 or something like that. I mean, depending on the colors and stuff. You can even get Croc collabs as well, as like the Complex Con ones and the Post Malone ones. Those ones are selling for a couple $100. So $75, cheapest Yeezys to date to release. Resale is $200 to $300 range though, which I honestly think that that's going to drop. I feel like this is going to be one of those shoes that Yeezy and Adidas is going to mass produce eventually, and when they do, they're going to find their way onto a lot of people's feet, and people are going to like them, and then they're going to sell a lot. And at least that's my predictions. If Adidas is smart, that's what they should do with these shoes, because the molds are there, the price point is right. They should be cranking out as many of these as possible, and I guarantee you they'd sell. In fact, if they were ready right now, it's Corona season still. meaning everybody's wearing house slippers inside, walking to and from their backyard, and these are the perfect shoe for that. On top of that, when the weather does break, these are going to be a great shoe to just wear casually as well. It's obviously something that you can wash off pretty easily because it's all a foam upper. Anyways, the details on the shoe, it literally looks like a two-piece shoe. There is a midsole line that it's kind of fused together all the way up and around. So the bottoms of the sneakers actually kind of remind you of the Wave Runner or the Yeezy 700s, just with the crazy little cutouts and stuff where usually the boost is underfoot, but obviously this is just a straight up foam shoe. So Crocs have two different types of cutouts, one around the toe area and then one up top with the perforation of the holes there. These, however, have tons and tons of different cutouts all over the place, and they definitely give you like an alien-esque sort of vibe. In fact, leave a comment in the comment section. What do these look like to you? It reminds me of just a skeletal, like alien sort of approach, which is nuts. I mean, it's just such a weird, cool looking shape, and I kind of dig it. But by far the weirdest part on these sneakers is how this section right here in the front bubbles up. So it's not contouring to your foot. It literally pops up and doesn't touch my foot, at least right here. It's so incredibly high and bulbous and just sticks out like a horn almost, which is interesting because a lot of times you have these fly knit sneakers and these knit sneakers that hug your foot, and they always hug my foot right here and cinch down too tight, and that's the area where I just don't really like it overly snug. And these are like the exact opposite. Like, it's crazy amounts of room right there, so much that it doesn't even touch your foot. Now, I did get a size 10. I probably could have gone with a size 9. These do fit me a little bit big, so there's definitely some space on these shoes for myself. So if I got another pair, I definitely would get a size 9 instead of a size 10 for me. You guys might have a different opinion. For those out there, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And you can see from the top view, these aren't going to be too hard to put on your feet because they did cut out the shoe all the way down, and then it scoops up quite a bit on the heeled cup of the shoe. Then you have some extra ventilation holes and just ridiculous holes in the back of the shoe back here. And honestly, like, I was curious trying to put these on if they would actually fit or would they slide off your foot. Like, how is a lockdown of a shoe like this? Because it's such a weird engineering feat the way that they created these, but they actually lock in your foot pretty well. I was surprised by that. I couldn't really just shake them off or anything like that. For those that are not familiar with Crocs clogs, you could see that they actually have this strap that flips down. And as it flips back, you could see it actually holds your heel into place. And then if you don't want to wear that and you just wear it like slippers, you just flip it up. So for Crocs, this is actually really functional for being able to lock down your foot really well. And I feel like they took part of that inspiration on these foam runners and made a little bit of a heel tab right here for your foot, so it actually rests on your foot and locks it down. Again, the midsole is crazy soft and comfortable. And one thing I wasn't sure on is if this would have any Adidas branding on it or not, because I don't think these were available on Adidas website. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see them. But it actually does say Adidas right here on the bottom of the shoe. And what I can't find is anything that says Yeezy. Like, this doesn't have any Yeezy branding on the shoe at all. Unless it's hidden somewhere that I really don't know where it is. I don't see anything that says Yeezy, which is surprising. I thought we would see something with his brand name on it and not just Adidas. So kind of crazy that that's the case, but it is what it is. It's worth showing you guys this box too. It's literally a blank canvas cardboard box with a little sticker on it that opens up. And if you take the paper out, it does say Foam Runner right here. And then the box label is actually right here on the inside of the box. And it does say the color is the Ararat, but I don't know what an Ararat is. It also did come with the tag. The shoes actually came with teeny little stickers as well on the bottom of the shoe. I'm still kind of shook though by these because they're just so ridiculously weird, and like instantly if you're closed-minded, you'd go, those are terrible. But if you open your mind a little bit and think like positively, you're like, this is kind of cool, it's different. And more importantly than anything, Kanye has been bringing different things to the market, which is really hard to do in a traditional market where we're used to seeing the leather and the rubber on Jordan 1s and whatnot. Like, so when you're talking about being a fan of Air Jordan 1s and those type of shoes, and then somebody releases these, it's easy to go, those are terrible. But again, on feet, these are crazy good. It kind of reminds me of the Roshe runs the first time you put those on before Adidas Boost, because the Roshes were so comfortable. This is kind of like a next generation of comfort right here. And I think that they could have a home run with this shoe right here. If they actually mass produce these things and make a ton of them, which hopefully they will again, I feel like these are going to be the best seller for Adidas just because it is such a polarizing, unique, weird sneaker. That's just my thoughts. Leave a comment and let me know your guys's. Be honest. Be honest if you need to be. What do they remind you of? I mean, I know they're not traditionally like an attractive shoe, but different is good, man. And I like being able to have different options out there on the market. I'm hoping other colorways are going to drop, a black colorway, a brown colorway, and so on. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't so far. If you can, hit the like button on this video as well if you enjoyed it. Much appreciated when you guys do that. And we'll hopefully see you guys back on the channel for some more videos